Hi guys, welcome back to the Happiness Company. I'm Avani and we are reviewing the book Joyful by Ingrid Fetell Lee. This is the second episode in which we talk about the aesthetic of colors and how they bring joy in your life. Why do we go looking forward for vacations? To go to the mountains, to the beaches, to feel the fresh air and connect with nature? We actually plan it out. Let me stress myself out for a month or two and then I'll take a vacation and feel peaceful and joyful. Why can't we do that every single day of our lives? Well, we're going to be discussing that now, and we're going to start with an example. The author very beautifully portrays an example of a city called Tirana in Albania. There was a mayor elected in early 2000s. His name was Edi Rama. He'd seen that in past 10 years, the city had gone through a lot of problems. There was organized crime, there was corruption, there was no treasury left, it was bankrupt. In fact, so bankrupt that the garbage kept piling up down on the streets because there was no money to collect it and, take it to a proper place. All the community was not interactive, there was no connectivity with people around, everyone was depressed. It was a very, very, very bad time. It was around 2000s. Edi Rama didn't know what to do. He had a little funding from the Europeans, a little amount of money. What he did was quite extraordinary. He took a few paints, he painted different textures, different artistic designs, checks and circles and round bubbles on every building that he could see. Private building, public building, everywhere. All he did was bring out more colors into the city. What happened after that was quite surprising. The city went through a huge transformation. People said that they felt safer when they went down on the streets. In fact, the shopkeepers, they started putting out better glasses out on the streets. The cleaners went voluntarily and they cleaned the streets like it was their own. There were no policemen down on the streets. Even then, people started to feel a little more safe. Why was it? Because there were colors everywhere. There was joy, there was peace, and there was a sense of belongingness that people felt. That's what we do as children. Why are we so attracted to colors and vibrance? Because those colors and vibrance, they bring that kind of vibrance and vividness in our personalities as well. That's why we are so playful, so cheerful all the time. And that did the same for the people in the city of Tirana. They started paying more municipal taxes. In 5 years, the businesses got tripled in the city. The taxes multiplied by 6 and the treasury was filled with a lot of funding. And that helped in developing the city. This is a very good example of what colors can bring in our lives. Why are we looking for joy of nature when just bringing a little changes in our environment can actually help us realize it every single day? As we grow up, we are taught to be a bit more mature, a bit more minimalistic in our approach, a bit more sophisticated in our approach. If we go looking out for colorful stuff, flashy things, we wear bright colors, we are labeled as silly, we are labeled as immature, and that's what's been going on since so many years. It's because of those philosophers like Goethe who quoted that the children who are not that educated, who are not that sophisticated, who are not literate, prefer these bright colors, these bright ways of survival and living over the people who are learned, over the people who are sophisticated. Many leaders from so many years have taught us the same, and that's how the civilizations are being shaped today. The modernized society is more focused on getting things organized. Even if you're getting things organized, they make sure there's more gray, there's more black, there's more brown. The brightness in our worlds is somewhere disappearing, and that is a problem. It's very obvious today that you have to be very unconventional in your choices if you want to find joy in stuff around you. Many startups, many companies are realizing this day by day. Companies like Google, Yahoo, many startups here in Bangalore, they are painting their walls in such a manner that brings joy to people. Many designers across the globe have started talking about the importance of colors in our lives. So the next time you go to buy a table or you have to choose a color to paint your walls, make sure it's bright, make sure it brings joy, and flash out some colors on your own, bring out some birds, bring out some charts. The next time you're buying a pen holder, make sure it makes sense to you, it feels good, because ultimately we all need to be kids inside to feel joyful. So rather than labeling yourself immature, silly, or out of your time, or not good enough for the organized world or professional world, not practical, try to see it as a source of joy, as a source of energy that makes you so vibrant that anything that comes at you, you take it really positively. In our next video, we talk about minimalism and maximalism and abundance, and how that is important in our lives.